Here's our first 5 of part 2. First up is the Shadow MK2A. Then we've got this red Jaguar XJ220. In the middle, this is a fun one, it's Hot Seat. Then we've got the Mini Cooper. And we've got this Honda Sprocket on the right. I'm hoping this guy is super fast. Let's line him up. I thought that Sprocket was going to win, but it did not win. 3.75 for the Shadow MK. So this guy is moving on. Looks like second place was the Jaguar. Sprocket was ahead for quite a ways down the track. It just didn't have enough in that long stretch at the end. Mini Cooper came in 4th. And our Hot Seat came in 5th. Okay. Shadow MK is moving on. 3.75. Up next, we've got the blown Camaro. Then we've got this blue Overboard 454. And the middle is my favorite here, this old number 3. Then we've got the mini truck. And on the far right is the 71 Plymouth GTX. Alright, we lost a car. Fastest time is 3.65, and that was Overboard 454. Looks like number 2, that was the one that flew over the top, that mini truck. Number 3 was the blown Camaro. And number 4 was the Plymouth GTX. And 5th place was my favorite, old number 3. Just wasn't fast enough. Okay, we have the Overboard 454 moving on. This is Group 3. First up is Arachnarod. Then we've got Roger Dodger. Here in the middle is the Lotus Elise 340R. Then we've got Pop Cycle. And over on the right is a favorite, Fat Fendered 40. Well, that was a surprise. I thought that Fat Fendered 40 had it, but 3.73 for the Roger Dodger. Did not see that coming. So number 2, Fat Fendered 40. Number 3 was the Lotus Elise. Number 4 was our Pop Cycle, upside down there. And finally, Arachnarod came in 5th. Okay, we have Roger Dodger moving on. Next group. First up is Tony Hawk Speed Blaster. Then we've got Backdraft. Here in the middle is Greased Lightning. And then we've got Shelby Cobra. Should be a favorite here. And then we've got the Tony Hawk Combat Medic. All right, not a bad time, 3.68. That was the Shelby Cobra. So those guys are usually pretty fast, but God, this Combat Medic box truck here was right there. Those guys are usually fast. We'll have to see how he does when we dust him up. Let's see, number 3 was Backdraft. Number 4 was Grease Lightning. And number 5 was this Tony Hawk Speed Blaster. Okay, Shelby Cobra is moving on. First up, we've got the Seared Tuner on the right, then the Chrysler Pronto. Here in the middle, we've got this Custom 69 Chevy, and then we've got the Lotus Project M250, and on the right is the 3-window 34. Okay, we had a time of 3.69, and that was our Chevy Custom here. And it looks like number 2 was the Seared Tuner. Number 3 was the Lotus Project M250. Number 4 was a 3-window. And number 5 was the Chrysler Pronto. Okay, yeah, we've got our truck moving on to the next round. This is the end of part 2, and we've raced 50 cars. So a couple of surprises here, I'd say. Probably Fat Fendered 40. Would have imagined he'd move on to the next round. Yeah, really the Honda Sprocket. I had that one down as one of the contenders for this race. Wasn't there. Same with the Jaguar XJ220. So a couple of surprises there. You can see the losers from part 1 here. And so here's our semifinalists from parts 1 and part 2. So here in part 2 we have the Custom Chevy, Shelby Cobra, Roger Dodger, Overboard 454, and the Shadow MK2A. Okay, yeah, stay tuned. Part 3 is coming up. Thanks for watching.